it's Christine. It's time for a scrapbook process video. I have no idea when I'm going to post this, so I'm not going to try to reference any timeline. I'm doing this in December, but I don't know when I'm posting this. So what I've got is I've got this, it was a Scraproom Flavors of the Month, and it is crepe paper, Moonlight Magic. I honestly do not remember which month this was, but this is all I have left is this sheet here, this piece of cardstock, and then these stripes that I had cut out, plus these butterflies I cut. And then I've got a couple of these little things here. And I thought initially to use this title, but I may do this one. I'm not certain yet, y'all. Because I've got this picture. It's of my hubby. It was when my daughter and him went to, I think it was Colorado, and they rode like this train. And he just looks cute, y'all. I had printed this out, I think, for a layout relating to them. But I didn't use this photo, and he's my sweetie. So I thought that's why I'm kind of thinking I might use this. And then what I've got out here, since I don't have much paper, is I pulled out some stencils, and I've not used this one yet. So I may use this one, and I pulled out inks that I think go with these stripes, is kind of my thinking. I really wish, I need to look and see if there's a color in this color. I love this color, and I don't have any ink in that color, so I need to look for that. But anyways, I don't yet know my design, except I think what I might be doing is, like on the sides, and then maybe use the stencil. I don't know, you guys. I have to think about it. So this is what I'm starting with, because I do, like I said, I've got these straps here, and they're already cut. And I remember the layout oh, you guys, I didn't know that was on the back side. I got too much floral. I like the straps. I'd used these on another layout where they were going vertical across the thing. So I don't know if I'm going to do that, or I might pick out a couple that, you know, with my colors here. I don't know what I'm going to do, y'all. I do not know. I got to think on it. So let me come back in just a minute after I've thought on it. Okay, really quick check-in, only because I think I showed you guys this bucket of crap here. And I look forward and I go, hey, there's some little tags and stuff in there. And honestly, the colors look pretty good with these papers, y'all. Look at that. This is a little iffy just because it's blue, but then it kind of goes with the blue. So I'm not going to worry about that. And then there was this card laying there, and I think I was going to use it on a different layout. I'm like, oh. So I'm not going to swear this is like a favorite photo in many ways. Not really, but he is smiling, so I do like that. So I think I'm going to use this as my photo mat. So I'm thinking, I haven't figured out 100%, but I think what I'm going to end up doing is creating like I'm going to do this, you know, some kind of way here. And then I think I'm going to bring these stripes horizontally. I'll do different layers or whatever. I haven't figured it out 100%, you guys, but you can kind of see. I'm going to bring this, I'll probably come out or something. Come out, da-da-da, blah, 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 right? And I'll use my tags and my photos. I need to do this first because this is confusing me a little bit. Oh, see, that looks really good. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting some ideas here. So let me, I like these flowers, but I think I'm going to put them on the back side of this. So what if I do this, you guys? So that's going to go like that, maybe. And then I'm going to do like this. Can you guys see that? Yeah, okay, good. He'll have to come over just a little. So let's bring it maybe there. Because I need my floral to poke out on the bottom as well. I'm thinking something like this. And then, like I said, I'm going to have to mess with this just a little bit to get these guys kind of figured out here. Because I have different lengths, obviously. And I kind of almost need, I'm not sure about the yellow and the yellow. So these may have to be thought about. Because I still have my butterflies too, you guys. If I come down, because I still want to do my stencils, right? So I might have to come out, I may have to trim this just a hair because he's a little wide. But this is kind of how it's coming together, I think. I don't know. And what if I punch the ends of these into little banners? That's too many banners. I don't think that would look good. I'm kind of imagining something along these lines, and maybe if I do that, how am I making my tags work, you guys? How do I make the tags work? What if they come up here. So I can bring these all down. This up here. Maybe it even comes down like this. Something like that. I have this too. I pulled this out. I don't know if I need it though, because that might look a little strange. So maybe not use that. All right, this is kind of, I'm thinking maybe what I'm going to do. And then if I do my stenciling down here, perhaps. So yeah, let me trim this, I think, a little, because I think it's a little too wide. I say that. Let me figure out what I'm going to do exactly with these first. All right, I'll be back on in a second. Okay, I basically decided that's how I'm going to make that look. So I'm going to draw little pencil lines here because I'm going to bring in my stencils. And I had pulled out like greenish colors and some purpley colors, but I end up not using the purpley colors. I just got to thinking I don't know how I was going to layer all that. So I've got this stencil with the little different directional square looking line things. And I put down I think it's the weathered wood. I think it's the name of that one first. It's kind of the bluish, grayish green. And I just kind of did a little bit, you know, not random exactly, because obviously the stencil is what it is, but just enough to where it kind of looks organic. You know, it's not sharp edges on the edges. I'm just kind of lightly coming around. And I do that on either side of where those stripes are going to kind of live. And I have set that I haven't glued it, y'all. I've set it off to the side and just hoping and praying it stays kind of in the same general area. That being said, I end up having to basically just rebuild the stripes. Anyway, so I'm going to build the stencil here first, and then I'm going to pull out the stencil that's the little dots. It's kind of random dots. And y'all, that's when I realized too, I had bought these colored handled brushes, and I meant to use the blue one on the blue, and I messed up and used the green one on the blue. So I had to redo and use my green one on my green I'm trying to keep them in the same color family, and I completely boo-booed that. So here's where, again, I'm putting that green on top of this, and I think this looks kind of neat. I don't hate this at all. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm not sure that it's kind of geometric and kind of modern looking almost. And then I've got these florals and these butterflies. But maybe that's okay. You know, it's a little bit juxtaposition there because, you know, he's outdoor on a train, and I don't know. I'm excusing it to myself, but it looks cool, so I'm not going to worry about it. So I got my stencils done, and I think initially about maybe using ink splatters. I do end up doing splatters, but not with those inks. So you'll see that toward the end. So I'm going to put my floral down, and he just kind of goes over there. I'm trying to organize it in the right spot. I do like how this looks, though. I mean, I do like the colors a lot. The blue and the orange and stuff in the photos is real bright. They're not matched or anything by what's in these colors on these florals, but I think it's kind of neat. It's just kind of showing all the fun colors. So I take my yellow and I glue it down. I struggle a little bit just because I tore it in this kind of wide floral at the top. I probably should have maybe done something with it. I don't know. I end up with kind of a design where it's a diagonal from the lower left to the upper right. So I don't know. I guess it's okay. That upper left corner is empty like that. Okay, so I'm going to glue that down, and this is where I have to try to figure out my stripes again. Now, I did go ahead and scuff the edges of all the little stripes. I did not do the ends, though. I just did the tops and bottoms because I wasn't certain I was going to do anything to the ends of it. And then I thought, well, it's fine. So I did the tops and bottoms. I'm just organizing it, and I need it to be tall enough where my photo can lay over the top of it, but also kind of overlap. And so I'm going to kind of I'm going to play with this for just a little bit. And I'm kind of going back and forth too. I don't want them to be just directly stacked on top of each other. We don't want to do that either. So I'll end up using, I think, Nuvo glue to glue down these stripes here. But you can see I'm just kind of going a little bit random. Again, I'm not even sure this is how these end up, because look at the layout now. I think they shift even more as I'm gluing them. But I'm going to play with these for just a second. I probably should have cut some of this part out because I'm just messing with these. I'm just fastening. Just making sure my photo kind of fits on it. And now I think I've glued them all down. I use Nuvo glue to glue them down. And now I've got to do my photo. Or maybe I've already glued the photo down. I'm sorry, guys. I don't remember now. I've got the little title there. I did mount that little title, what I'm calling the title, the Sweetest thing. I put that on white cardstock right there. And I'm going to put that up on foam on top of the tags that I glue down here. I guess I have glued that photo down. I did put foam up underneath the top half of the photo. I didn't do the bottom half. I've seen that recently on a channel, and I thought, well, that's kind of clever. I usually put foam up on the edges of stuff, but I don't know that I've ever done, and I do just the top edges of like leaves or even butterfly wings or whatever, but I don't know if I've ever done it with a photo. I thought that was kind of neat, and I thought, well, I'm going to try that. I'm going to go ahead and I put the glue on it, and then it was like, Christine, you got to put your string on there, and I don't want to mess with it behind the paper, so here's where I'm messing with these strings, y'all. And I make them a little too long, so I will end up trimming at least one of them, if not both. I don't remember if I trim both of them. And I'm just going to put those up there in that corner, and that's just going to hold my title up there. I don't think I do... Yeah, see, there's where I trimmed that one. It was just going to be a little too long and kind of droop into the photo. I think I'll leave the other one alone, though. But I do put this up on foam. I'll end up pulling out some gold splatters in a minute. It's from that Etsy paints I bought a while back. And y'all, I'm kind of kicking myself. I could probably find it in my order history, I suppose, because it's like the little label. It's gotten rubbed or something. I can't read the name. And either that or my eyeballs don't work too good. And I can't read it because it's too tiny. I'm trying to think. I should have probably put some journaling on here, but I didn't, y'all. I'm just looking at the layout now, and I'm like, I didn't write anything on here. I guess maybe, I mean, the point of the layout isn't actually about where he is, so maybe that's okay. The point is that he's sweet, right? So maybe you don't need a date or anything like that when it's just kind of the concept versus a location and a story per se. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Do you have to always have a date? I don't always put it, so I don't know why I'm asking it, because it's like half the time I forget anyway. But here's where I'm pulling out the butterflies. And I'm not going to lie, I struggled with it a little bit, because at first I was like, I don't know if these butterflies make any sense. But I had them, and they matched the colors, and I go, nope, I said I was going to use them. So I start to try to figure out like where they're all going to go. That purple one at the top up there, his wing was cut. So I knew he needed to go up there. That's why I go, okay, you're going up there, because you can go on the top of the paper there, and it looks like it's on purpose, right? So I messed with these butterflies. I should probably cut some of this out. I only put 4 butterflies on the left side, which is kind of strange because, you know, normally you have an odd number, but that's just how I ended up. And I'll end up with 2 on the right side. So I end up with a total of 6 down there in the bottom cluster. So that's a little bit odd. I should add one more butterfly, guys. I don't know. I'm looking at it. I have a little mini gap, so maybe I'll come back in and add one more butterfly. I just couldn't figure out what I wanted to do there. So I'm kind of just organizing these guys. I will ultimately come in. I use Nouveau glue on their little body parts, the little middle body. And then I'm going to end up putting little foam squares under the end of the wings. So I'm going to end up with that little, that's kind of where they all go at this point. I keep looking at the foam stickers with this collection. I kind of wanted to use something. There's one butterfly on there, and there was Sweet. But both of them just didn't look like they would work. Using one foam butterfly I wasn't sure was going to work anyways. And then I looked at the star a couple times, but this is a struggle on this one. I don't usually mind that the embellishments are cut. That's not really a big deal at all. But in this case, it's like one side butterfly, one star. It was going to just, I don't know. I didn't think I was going to like how that was going to look. So I've got those all kind of organized. I throw them other little butterflies off to the side there. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, okay, do I like where those are? I think I do. And then I've decided, you know what, Christine, just go for it. It's okay. It's not like, you know, you can't, it's a scrapbook layout. Like, it's just paper. And then I decide for some reason I have to rough the edge of that yellow paper there. It was looking a little too plain. It was just kind of laying there. So I thought I'll take my fingernail along the side of that. This is where I think I take and I glue my butterflies down, y'all. So I'm going to cut away so you have to watch me do that. But like I said, I will put foam up underneath the little corners of the butterfly wings. And this is where I'm getting that little gold splatter paint out. It's actually got a cool, like, raised texture. And I don't know which color this is, y'all. I think it's the actual gold. You can see it's a whole little set of little metal colors there. I love it. It's really pretty. And it takes me just a second to get all my gold off here. I was trying to be a little bit precious with it. And then I finally just had to start beating on it for it to come off. And so I do kind of on either side of the photo down there where the butterflies are. And then up there in that upper right cluster there. And then that's basically it, you guys. I think it turned out really neat, though, considering all I had left of that paper. And so I have killed my little kid here. So here's the slowdown. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I think this is going to go up in January. So Happy New Year, if that's the case. And I guess I will see you in a couple days, or maybe a hop day. I don't really know what day of the week this is going up. So we will see you next time. Don't forget to do the like and subscribe, and we will talk soon. Bye.